So I just have that 36 lower radius on the English wheel, and I'm just trying to put a slight bit of contour in it sort of both ways. So just with a little bit of light wheeling, you can already see it's really starting to take a bit of shape. Using that scribe too, rather than using like a Sharpie, if you were to use a Sharpie, you have a pretty thick line. And if you're cutting that out, you know, you could either cut on this side of the line, that side, or cut the Sharpie line, and it's probably not as accurate. I really like to use like a sharp scribe, and you know, that's giving you a real detailed line of exactly what needs to be trimmed out. Sort of set it in there, and you can see that it really does look the part. And it's just got that really nice flow. Wow. Two rusty bits that have never been separated. Got a tape measure. We're gonna grab a pin, at least 160 mil. So I know that I got a 12 mil lip along the bottom and the sides, I believe. We need to make sure that we run a 12 mil line along the bottom here, and then we can measure off that. Okay, so then we have that on both sides, and then we do know that the overall width of this is 567. Okay. I just wanted to show you the lower bit of this door. I've put my profile gauge on there. 24 is just a little bit too steep. 36 is near bang on. So what I've done is I've jumped over here. I've put our 36 lower anvil in the English wheel. And I'm just gonna roll this out. I've actually just kind of done it a little bit already just to test to see if it was gonna work. So I'm just gonna roll it a couple more times. It's got enough curve this way. We're just trying to get a little bit more that way. So two things I could do. I could put the rubber wheel on and get a two-dimensional curve out of it, but I think it's close enough where I could just do a few more passes with it to get that little bit of curve. So there's our 36 radius. So we need to work out a little bit more through here and could use a little bit more through here as well. Hold back. So I'm just re-scribing our edges where I know these have to be tipped. And that's that 12 mil to allow that 2 mil rollover. And then what I want to do is I'll just run a scribe line or pen line if I can find one. And this is just to, I need to trim these for where they fold on your edge. But you can see in the corner here, they are 45'd. And that's just so when they fold over, there's room for them. So it might even be a little bit more than a 45, but I think I should be able to get away with that. Two ways you could bend this. We could run it in the tipping wheel, run it edge, and then once it's over, we could do that. Or I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna break this edge over and it's gonna flatten this whole bottom out because it's got to go somewhere. As well as both these sides. But I think it should be okay enough to, once it's rolled over, we can kind of reshape that once that's actually folded right over the inside of the door panel. So I think what I could do is just put a 90-degree break in them. And then even if we have to, I can just run a few shrink lines along here, maybe one or two along there, and that should kind of hold the shape. So it kind of held a bit of the memory even though we've just broke it, which is really neat. So you can see in the center that we have our 36. It's actually almost slightly a little bit more. It's more, no, it's under 24. But then when we come out to the edge where we've shrunk it, or where we've broke that edge, we've kind of lost the shape. So we need to get this shape back. So what I'm going to do is just pop it in here and do a couple real light shrinks on it, and hopefully we can achieve that back. So I want to be real careful I don't go over though. We can stretch it back out, but I think we've already probably got it right there. So just a little bit more. That way. Okay. So close. Okay. Just looking at this too much. It's just weird. There's like curve both ways, this way and this way. And kind of don't have a profile gauge. Should have made one, still could make one. Not gonna make one, probably should make one. But yeah, it's more the actual shape of the door. but I think I can totally fix that once it's welded into place. I can kind of hammer it out, which would be way easier. So I might just grab this, cut it, and just go Hail Mary.
Josh? Pardon? Oh, shit, yeah, little wrap. Play first. Oh, yeah.
All right. We got a nice little grate fitment. So we're gonna tack this in and then move on along the edge. I am using 1.6 filler rod, and I wish I had thinner stuff. When I go to do the actual full pass, I probably will end up using some 030 or 032 wire.
That's really good fitment right there. Yeah.
Right, so what we're gonna do is just knock the tops of these off. Gonna just give it a nice smooth out, make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna go along. I might even get some 030 wire or 0.9, and I'll do that trick where I put it in the drill and the vise, and we'll straighten them out, and then I'll clean those, and I might use that as filler rather than the 1.6. All right, so we got a 36 lower in the power hammer, and we got it kind of set up. So kind of hoping, I'm just gonna open this up a bit. And yeah, it's not hitting too hard. It's just more, so it's not stretching the material. It should. It should just kind of put these together, and if we're evenly hitting them, it should kind of take that lip out. But holy cow, that just made a massive difference. Didn't sound like it's stretching anything, but
It's just kind of swing it anywhere you go. Wowee. Holy moly. That's so nice and clean. Cool. All right. That's, it's really, really smoothed it out.
Going to take this 0.9 wire, stick it in the drill. I'm gonna go there, one piece, there. Then you're gonna take your little drill. I usually fold a little end on it just so it gets stuck in here, and then we just stick this end in your vise, put this end over here, and then spin it. There you go. Nice piece of straight 0.9 wire. Let's drag across. I may even actually. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.